So I want to introduce Jeff Brady. If you want to come up, and he is an independent journalist for WBAI Pacifica Network, and he has done a documentary that was used as a fundraiser for them. Light. Yeah.
That last picture.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out to me in 1999 that they were spraying lines in the sky, and that was near Brighton Beach, near Coney Island. I didn't think much about it at the time, but it helped me recognize the aerosol operations later on. By 2002, I was stunned that it could actually be going on, like many people, or has that awakening. I had initially thought that we as human beings would have pushed through and advanced through to clean energy infrastructures, vehicles, trucks running on clean fuels, even water. The technology exists, but it was bought up by the military. It's still a normal expectation in that you're thinking humanity will progress and evolve. Now, during the Bush-Cheney administration, it was these aerosol operations gone wild. If those of you watching the skies, in 2006 and 2007, it was unbelievable. The skies were it was heavy aerosol spraying. Many thought, okay, the people in control are desperately holding on to power by spraying these reflective aerosols to stave off global warming as they keep people addicted to fossil fuel and oil products. Well, hopefully this will change in the new administration. It did not. In fact, it got worse. And here we are now. In my opinion, after filming from the ground in New York City, these operations have become very stealth and advanced. And I mean, stealth is like you can see a plane carefully merging near another trail and then, releasing aerosol trail, and then it stops. So most people looking at something like that say, hey, what happened? Did the jet shut off? Did the jet engines shut down? No, they didn't. They're releasing aerosol. It's not something that we used to debate back and forth with the bunkers. Alan Gross behind the camera there. And we don't do that anymore because there's no point. We have to get past that, and we have. But it did affect just the general consensus online, your presence online, and you had a debunker writing messages below your video or whatever, your blog. Delete it. So I filmed as much as possible. As you can see, I think this is a yellow, really odd yellow plane, and that's the first time I've ever seen something like that. A yellow jets. The top of the plane was yellow. It's just new, and it was flying very fast. And that's how you can tell that these are the planes that are doing this operation. They're moving really fast. They have really odd little lumps and weird things on them. They're anomalies. They flash in different places. I don't know if that's because of altitude. You're seeing through the atmosphere and the camera's picking up anomalies. It could be that. I personally think that there's something really strange about these specific aircraft. After filming, well, there you go. There's something very odd. Yes, it could be a private jet, but this was among the other planes spraying, so it could be a private jet, but I don't think it is. It was running along the same lines as these other planes releasing aerosol. So I slowed this down just because it was starting to do weird things. I just wanted to pay attention to it. Who knows what geoengineering is? Okay. Good. 10%.
Can I ask a quick question? Does this go year-round as far as time?
No, I'm not filming year-round. What I've noticed, it was interesting. It's a good question because I mentioned 2006, 2007. It seemed year-round. 2009, 2010, the heavier spraying, now this is just New York City, was in in the spring, around the equinox, and same here. Right when we're getting past the equinox, the spraying's really dense.
Even though it's pretty cold.
Yeah. But I just wanted to continue to pay attention to this, that this is going on, and by filming on the ground, this is like the only way to do it. Yes, you can go online, you can see what other people are filming, but I just wanted to keep it as local as possible, and specifically above New York City, and that's the issue. You get 9 million people not really responding to it. And
Yeah, a quick question. Aside from the visuals, how do we know what aerosols are being used?
we don't. All we have to go on are the patents that can be found online. And what goes up must come down, of course, and so a lot of people have done independent tests.
So you can accumulate these particles on the ground?
Absolutely.
And have they been tested?
This is what's in that film, What in the World Are They Spraying? The new DVD that came out. And Dane Wigington is in that film. He does a really good job, and Mike Murphy does a fantastic job. And what they found is the soils have become more alkaline. They say specifically as a result of aluminum oxide and barium and strontium and other